Esto era el lobby, o bueno, la parte de afuera de los elevadores. Como ves, todos los muebles volaron.
Hurricane Otis devastated Mexico's southern Pacific coast early Wednesday morning as a Category 5 storm, wreaking havoc on rugged mountains and leaving a trail of damage in Acapulco before weakening. Photos and videos shared by local media after dawn in Acapulco showed walls torn apart, hotel rooms flooded with collapsed ceilings, rubble and downed trees lining the streets. Prolonged rain and floods make travel difficult. Footage from one hospital on social media showed nurses evacuating patients from their rooms to keep them safe from Otis, which strengthened unexpectedly fast at sea and barreled into the coast with winds of 165 miles per hour, 266 kilometers per hour. Videos posted on social media showed rooms wrecked by the passing of the hurricane, ceilings and walls rent open. Cars partly submerged in floodwaters as the southern state of Guerrero awoke to the disarray left in Otis' wake. Ex-user at Clinton Hawaii documented the hurricane's impact on the Princess Mundo Imperial Hotel in Acapulco, showing damaged infrastructure and flooded hallways. One of the strongest hurricanes ever to hit the region, Otis reached the shore at a Category 5 strength before quickly weakening to a Category 4 storm. Its power slackened further as it moved inland and it was a Category 1 by mid-morning. Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador reported in a morning press briefing that the areas of Costa Grande, Acapulco and Tecpan in the state of Guerrero were all hit hard by Otis. He said the storm caused property damage, landslides and obstructed roads, but he had no information so far on whether Otis had claimed any lives. Communications with the area have been completely lost, López Obrador said. The president added that damages to the local military airport has made it hard for authorities to access the region, and said high-ranking members of his government would travel to Guerrero to head up operations. By mid-morning, Otis had weakened to a strong Category 2 storm and was about 88 miles, 140 kilometers, north-northwest of Acapulco, with its maximum sustained winds decreasing to 80 miles per hour, 130 kilometers per hour, and moving at 10 miles per hour, 17 kilometers per hour. The storm center was expected to move farther inland over southern Mexico and dissipate by Wednesday night. Heavy rains between 4 and 8 inches, 10 and 20 centimeters, are expected to continue in southern Mexico through Thursday, which authorities said could spur on flooding and mudslides. A long convoy of trucks from the National Electric Company moved through the Guerrero state capital, Chilpancingo, before dawn Wednesday toward Acapulco. Otis had strengthened rapidly, going from a tropical storm to a Category 5 hurricane in 12 hours Tuesday.
Esto está muy duro.
Residents of Guerrero's coast scrambled to prepare, but the storm's sudden intensity appeared to catch many off guard. "We're on maximum alert," Acapulco Mayor Abelina Lopez said Tuesday night as she urged residents to hunker down at home or move to the city's shelters. Videos from hotel guests in Acapulco posted to X, formerly known as Twitter, as the storm came ashore showed blinding horizontal rain and howling winds. In one, white towels danced high above a hotel's cavernous courtyard like sheets of paper, and bed mattresses trembled on balconies, apparently an effort to blunt the storm's winds. Another showed wind and rain howling unimpeded down hotel hallways. While in still another, a family huddled inside a hotel room shower to escape breaking windows and fierce wind. Otis is stronger than Hurricane Pauline that hit Acapulco in 1997, Lopez said. Pauline destroyed swaths of the city and killed more than 200 people. Hundreds of others were injured in flooding and mudslides. Between the internationally known resorts of Acapulco and Zihuatanejo are 24 small towns and villages. Otis' arrival came just days after Hurricane Norma struck the southern tip of Mexico's Baja California peninsula to the north. Acapulco is a city of nearly 1 million people at the foot of steep mountains. Luxury homes and slums alike cover the city's hillsides with views of the glistening Pacific. The city had opened 24 shelters in the hours before Otis made landfall. Guerrero is one of Mexico's most impoverished and violent states. Just Monday, a local police chief and 12 police officers were massacred and found on a highway in El Papeo, which is in the Guerrero township of Coyuca de Benitez, not far from Otis' impact zone. In the Atlantic, Hurricane Tammy moved northeast over open water with winds of 100 miles per hour, 155 kilometers per hour, after sweeping through the Lesser Antilles over the weekend. Tammy was about 540 miles, 870 kilometers, south-southeast of Bermuda. The storm was expected to become a powerful extratropical cyclone by Thursday, according to the U.S. National Hurricane Center.